So before we get started, people have seen your characters and all that. You guys are all going to be in the same room with each other here in a minute. We're not going to do that awkward. You see a guy in the bushes and he's standing there holding his sword or his bow and moment. You guys are most of you are already in a group per se anyways. And so just introduce your character. Get a minute. We'll start up at the top with Duff. So introduce your character, reveal what you want to, who you're playing, your character's name, what your character looks like, the race and class, if you want to reveal it. Hey, sir, stir the pot. And all of those things. Just take a few minutes to talk about yourself.
Okay.
Like that.
I am playing Farvra Bookerton. I
forgot about that. Sorry.
I'm a gnome cleric. It's kind of weird though, because you have to care about the people in order to heal them. I'm gonna try this new thing about caring, but I'm a highborn short guy. I hate my family because my family's just selfish and about their stuff. So I've left my family, flipped them the bird, and went out on my own. I have become friends with wildlings out living off the land, learning from the land, things of that nature. That's about it. We'll see what else comes.
You're a hill dwarf, not a gnome.
Whatever, bro.
I was gonna say.
No, all short. I forgot we changed it. We changed that mid-stride.
What do you look like?
It's going to swap every episode.
I'm a hill dwarf. I'm little.
Yeah, do you have a beard?
Dragons, but I
somewhat.
And dragons.
All right. Skriz.
I am Tyler Durden Tylerian. Sorry. I am a drow sorcerer who was sent from the Underdark by the matron mother of House Tylerian to recover a lost family artifact that the elves stole in the last Elven Drow War. I look like a normal drow. Dark skin, white hair, red eyes.
All right. Kit?
I am K-Doc. I am a furbog. And I am been living off the land many, many years. And as for my overall look, deep set eyes into a kind face. Lots of hair, all well kept. And I'm mostly, because I've been living off the land, most of my clothing is wild. It's leather and skins, and most of which still has the hair on it.
All right. Sirlancealot.
I am playing Stony Tart. I am a human, and the most startling thing about me is probably my hair, which is a very bright green. And you'll see that my armor is incredibly sparkling, like I've been cleaning it for hours and hours upon time. And you'll also find me tinkering around with some sort of tools, either be smithing or artificer or any other types of tools, just playing around with rocks or anything else in the area.
And rolling. Resonant.
Resonant.
You see before you someone that looks like a knight, a holy knight, and he has a cloak that's black, hiding a lot of his features. He's not shy or anything, but it looks like he's trying to be careful who can see certain things. And on the edges of the cloak, it looks like there's random shapes, but it's very worn, like he's been through a lot of battles. You see him with a shield and he has a battle axe. And if you were to ask him his name, he'll think about it for a moment and be like, I've had people call me Xavier.
And I am Jfreak, and I'll be playing everybody else. So that'll be fun. And they'll all want to kill you. I'm just kidding. They don't all want to kill you. Some do. Some want to marry you. Some want to eat you. And some just want to be friends. So we're going to have a great time, guys. I am so excited about this. Now, you have all finished your initial kind of thing where you went and had just like a mini adventure kind of to get used to playing with your dude and all of that kind of stuff. And you've been traveling now, and you've been traveling from where you were. You have all been volunteered, conscripted, or been a part of one of 3 major mercenary-based factions in this area. Which factions are each of you with? Duff, who are you with again?
I don't remember. The order. Who was the middle
Gauntlet.
one? Order of the Gauntlet. Yeah. I'm an Order of the Gauntlet, bro.
Right. And Skriz?
Whichever one Lance is also in.
The Flaming Fist?
The Flaming Fist, yeah, that one.
I knew it would be flaming.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to be fisted with flames?
Oh my gosh. It's getting crazy in here.
Just take your gauntlet off first.
All right.
Moving on, I am part of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Well, we haven't even started, and people are getting flamed.
And I am part of the Order of the one that has horses, which I do know the name of, but my character doesn't remember.
It's your character doesn't remember. It's
Hell
Riders.
Hell Rider. Your character just wanted the horse. Yeah, so you guys are with your specific groups as you're traveling to Elturel to meet at a location where there's supposed to be a meeting about some of the goings-ons, which is technical terminology, some of the going-ons of Elturel and these cults, right? So just a little background on what you already know about Elturel. First of all, at a glance, Elturel is situated on a bluff overlooking the river Kynathar. Elturel is divided between a lower city called the Dock District and an upper city called the High District. In size and general capabilities, it's similar and rival to its rival Scornoble that's just up the river there. Agricultural trade and trade center is known for its strong, well-equipped mounted troops, the Hell Riders, which Kit is a member of, who patrol and they provide caravan escorts from this city to water to other locations like that. From what you know of, all of you have a general understanding from meeting. You know that the Hell Riders are close to
Appreciate that, dude. You're the man.
They're extremely loyal to their leaders and to each other. They take their name from a story that a company of riders had in the past ridden into Avernus, the first layers of the 9 hells. The Hell Riders are usually fighters, a mixture of clerics, and they're led by a marshal of the 6th level. They ride in plate mail of crimson and white, marked with an upturned crescent. And 1/10 of all their earnings they give back to their beloved cities, the coffer of Elturel. Elturel is governed by a high rider, Lord Delt, who is the former leader of the Hell Riders, and he's a 12th level cavalier. He shares the protective nature of his men. He's bold, he's proud, and he's ruthless. He's been seeking ways to unseat Scornoble as the major trading town on the tradeway between Waterdeep and our harbor. His main goal, he wants that trade route for himself. Even though Lord Delt's rule is unquestioned, he considered both fair and just, he does take a light hand in daily affairs. He leaves the merchant of Elturel's freedom to operate within the large boundaries of permits. Elturel is probably around 26,000 to 28,000 people, but in the summer it garners up to about 33,000 people living in there. And then that includes the farmers who are in the field of the dead, and they crowd the cities in time of war. The city's full of many warehouses and cellars. and they're hewn out of the solid rock beneath the house of the High District. They allow Elturel to briefly hold up to 400,000 people if plague or an orc horde or something terrible comes to this land. So their population could go from 33,000 to 400,000 based with barracks and things that they've got built within there. And you guys know this. This is common knowledge. They sell leatherwork, livestock, meats, cheeses, wools, and glues that are rendered from the hooves and horns of livestock. Other than the Hell Riders, which are normally about 2,000 strong, they do have other mercenary groups that patrol the area, and they do all these other really cool things within there. And those are the ones that you are about. Normally, when a mounted patrol goes through the city, the patrons can see about 30 strong. Fresh mounts are kept in guardhouses. Warning beacons have been set up all across the farmlands north and east and west of Elturel. And people watch as people come to see Elturel. Now, it's very important when you look at Elturel, you look at what is over top of Elturel, and that is the sun, the companion. The companion sits atop Elturel and covers Elturel with a glow, just like it's the middle of the afternoon all day long. See, the goings on, the scuttlebutt is that Elturel was once a haven run and owned by vampires and things that go bump in the night. And in this first descent into hell, they won, and they pushed back the evil darkness, and the companion was born. It was brought, it was made, and it was a gift by angelic hosts and of whichever god himself, according to legend, has put this here. It bathes the city in light all day. That's why their crops are so good. That's why there's so many other things there. And that's why no vampire or anything like that really exists in the city, to a point to where they could come back and do any kind of great harm to them. And again, and so you guys are hearing this story and reliving what you know of Elturel. Those of you that have not visited it in a long time, and those of you that have visited it recently, and some of you that are from Baldur's Gate and from the territories there. As you guys get closer in, your leaders tell you as you enter the walls of the city, your leaders tell you, go straight to the tavern. Sorry, I went to the wrong page of my notes. Go straight to the tavern and sit in the meeting room at a pair of black antlers. It's a common tavern. You know that it says to be kind of like the unofficial headquarters of the Order of the Gauntlet, and you know that's where you're to go. You know, your specific leaders grab each and every one of you and say, "Go, hang out there. Go away to the meeting room. We'll report back and see what we need to do from there." And so they send you here to wherever I slide this little players thing to. And so, like most Dungeons and Dragons campaigns, your true quest begins in a tavern. And you're sitting here in
exactly how it should be,
in the meeting area of a pair of black antlers. And you look around the room and you know the who's who of people that are high within the mercenary areas are standing there. You see the leaders of your specific faction hanging out, goofing off, standing there, actually having a nice cold mead, you know. And then you see these three guys up front. You see Arthur Fume. You see Ulder Ravengard. And you see Gideon Lightward. And you see them all standing in there. And you notice the room is kind of full, but it's mostly higher ups. You guys tend to be the lowest ranked people in the room here. And so if you were to look, you would see the equivalent to majors and captains and things sitting in the room there. You could see whatever chevrons they would have denoting their rank and all of those things. And it's fine to look and see that those that recruited you to come here are not the highest ranked, nor close to the highest ranked people in the room. Most of the tables are full. There's a feast on each table for every person. There's hen, there's beef, there's vegetables, and the meat is flowing freely.
My kind
So
of
you guys are all, you could sit together, you could sit apart from each other, but you all take a seat somewhere here in this tavern. And amongst the din and the noise, you hear, shouldn't have knocked my mouse off when I did that. You hear Arthur beating on the table, yelling, my friends, order, please, order. I'm glad to see you gathered here today to discuss the growing threat of the cult of the dragons. We know they have sacked another town. We know that they are moving treasure. We know that they are up to no good, and they're moving things between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep. We have received the troubling news that the cult has burned the town of Greenest in the south. There are rumors now that the cult has become bold enough to even conduct rituals in the Eltergard woods. How dare they come onto our land, men, our land, and think that they can conduct any rituals here. He looks down, frustrated.
Who turned out the lights?
Can you not see?
I think somebody casted darkness.
Map is black.
Matt works for me.
My brow dark vision is working great because I can still see it.
Yeah.
Can you see a magical darkness?
You know, we both have dark vision. I guess that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Your whole map is black?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep.
I'm good now.
Can you not see anywhere around your guy at all?
No, it's completely
I
black
didn't
square.
see my guy.
Mm-mm. I couldn't move my guy either.
I pulled him
All
on the
right.
sheet, but can't see him now.
Josh, can you help out with what I did wrong there?
Yep, I'm looking. Duff, which one are you? You're Farva?
Yeah, Farva.
I can't. You got to change your name.
You can and you will.
Oh my gosh.
How do you spell
So
Favre?
drag your characters out onto the thing again. So from your journal, grab just your name and drag and drop it onto the thing.
Yeah, I did still black.
Now
Okay,
you should be able to move it.
Mine's no longer black.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be black for anyone.
There we go. Man,
Is the map black for anyone still?
It's black for me.
Who are you? Xavier.
I'm
he,
Stony Tart.
yes, Tony Torque.
Oh, Tony.
So can't take that one seriously.
Check something.
There we go. I can see now. And there's two of me on the map.
Yeah.
There's 3 of you on the map.
Josh, will you be able to get with me later and kind of tell me what I messed up?
What it was that the original characters didn't have vision enabled.
Ah,
I was
Okay.
actually, while you were talking, resetting all of the tokens.
oh, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, so everything's good for everybody, right?
Yes.
Because this
Yes.
man,
If your characters have their name under them, you should be fine now.
I did.
All right, cool.
because this man is yelling at you.
Okay.
He's saying they're bold enough to conduct rituals here in the woods just north of where we feast tonight, men. Together combined, our forces combined, Flaming Fists, Order of the Gauntlet, and Hell Riders. Men combined together, we could deal a swift blow to the cult of the dragon by attacking their forces whilst they scheme in our local woods. I say to you men, will we cast aside our own squabbles and act? And act now. What say you? I sense by the silence that I hear from your men, this is not something you would all want to do. Would you, Gideon? Alder?
I will do what is required.
Gideon Lightwood stands up and he says, this is a trying time. Hell Riders, my brethren, we are the defenders of this city. We are the defenders of good. We are the purveyors of justice. We have the best weapons. We have the best horses. We have the best trading. And sitting in front of you are three men who each respectively believe they run the greatest troop here. And Arthur Froome, that man next to me, is begging us for our help. I, for one, will not stand and allow Elturel to meet the same destruction as the town of Greenest. Now, I know the Order of the Gauntlet is in, and I know they are ready to defend this town and the 30,000 people therein. And I'm asking you, will you ride for me? Will you ride with me? And will you ride together?
Aye.
The members of the Hell's Riders are going ballistic right now. They're standing up, they're pounding the table, they're smacking their shield, they're doing the equivalent of the Lord of the Rings. You have my axe, you have my bow, but you have my horse. Alder Ravengard stands up and he says, men, I know how proud Unther is. And I know for him to stand up today and tell us how much he needs help was very hard for him to do. A man of his reputation, a man of his stature, a man of his devotion would have much easier died in battle alongside of his men than feed you food and drink and beg you for your help today. I, for one, pledge the flaming fist to your service on Tharfroom, to your service. And if any of them do not, they will meet my blade personally. Members of the Flaming Fist, what say you, sirs?
Raise a mug to them, and while sitting here, I hit a rock that I've been tinkering with on the table, and it lights up and makes the same ruckus noise all that they did earlier, just from that one little rock.
I see you, friend. And I like what I'm hearing. Huzzah! Huzzah! We go to battle today. He says, sergeants, gather the troops you wish to send as we move forward and deal a blow to the cult of the dragon today. Author Froome, you have the floor. Author stands up and he says, "Men, all of you may leave except for those whom you have chosen. And my brother's next to me. A lady by the name of Arya. I'm sorry, not Arya. Rhea comes in. You know her to be a member of the Order of the Gauntlets. And everybody in the room is dismissed. Your leaders come to you individually. Duff, what was your character's name again?
Barbara.
I know. Farvra.
Bookerton.
Xavier. Go meet with these men. Do us justice.
As you say.
Kotick. Lover of all that is good and all the animals. Go. Do our clan justice as you ride with them this fortnight. He leaves. And he comes back to the remaining two of you. I am proud of what you did at the altar. I am proud of you dispatching foes. Make me proud again and go to battle for us. And he leaves. Author tells you guys to gather close so he doesn't have to yell. You see a figure that you didn't notice was hiding in the back. You see him leave out of the door. Author tells you that he suspects the cult of the dragon is transporting treasure to Baldur's Gate for an onward movement north. He wants your characters. He wants you to find the cult in the Eltergard Woods, and he tells you that it's right here. He says, listen. I brought the wrong map up. He tells you that right above here in this area, not that it matters, the woods are just north, right in this area.
So between the town and the mountain.
Yeah, they're kind of where that hill is right here. Those are where the woods are. I thought I brought that map in. That's what I forgot. He says, I want you to find the cult in Eltergard Woods. Capture the cultists and learn as much information as you can. I believe that you may be able to use some cultish garbs to infiltrate the cult of the dragon in Baldur's Gate. So try not to tear their clothes up too much while you're slicing them to good bits, right?
We'll do what we can.
Just want another drink.
Alder Ravengard, he tells you to go. He reminds you, as you're doing that, your mission to Elturel is still diplomatic to gain trust. This way, us and Baldur's Gate might have a lasting peace with one another. Be sure to cooperate. And he whispers to you, Flaming Fist, I believe this might give me a advantage when negotiating with Elturel's High Overseer, Thavius Krieg. And Gideon Gideon Lightfoot, I'm sorry, Gideon from the Hell Riders. He brings Rhea out to you. She appears to be about 15 years old. But you could see from the look in her eye, the way she caresses the hilt of her sword, that she's seen quite a bit of combat. He says, you lead the raid against the Cult of the Dragons. She says, I've been training for this moment to lead since I was 12 years old, sir. Thank you.
What, last year?
You said, does she only have one?
Huh?
You said we could see it in her eye. Does she only have one?
Well, her eyes.
Okay, well, you said
I can
eye. I was
see
just
it
wondering
in your eye.
to determine if there was an eye patch or something.
After you guys are all turned into this group together, Onthar Froome, Duke Older, and Gideon Lightward raise a toast to you. They raise their drinks and Arthur says, to you.
Raise the glass, drink it straight down.
He says, to you men. This is the first step to keeping our city safe. First step to dealing a blow to the Cult of the Dragon. Yet they be a footnote in our history, buried deep down to where no one sees them again. I have faith in you. I have trust in you. You are my men. To you, sirs! He slams his glass down, and it feels like such power, the whole tavern shakes. Duke Older Ravengard, not to be outdone by his toast, he says, men. And he's holding a glass of wine, not a thing of ale, and he's holding it. Men. The only thing I have to say to you today is this. May you always be happy. May you always be prosperous. And may your enemies always know it. And he drinks his glass. He sets it down. And Gideon Lightwood, whom you didn't know till this point, is actually a priest. He stands up to you. And he gives a prayer of safety. Father of the light, be with these men as they go and take on the evil that is before us. Be with Rhea as she leads them. Thanks, lady. Be with Rhea as she leads them. Give her the strength of 10 men her senior, the wisdom of someone much wiser, and the guidance that only you can give. These men, keep them safe and bring them home to us. When he is finished, your whole skin feels electrified. Your whole body has tingled, and you feel as if you could destroy anything, take on anything. For the next 24 hours, his blessing has granted you advantage on any saving throws.
Oh, nice.
For the next 24 hours. Rhea, get these men a horse. You ride immediately. Kadok, your horse has been cleaned, sir. Remember, it chose you. Treat him well. You're a little surprised that the head guy knew your name. Kadok. And the fact that this man who just made you feel this way knew your name, knew your horse, knew that your horse had needed to be cleaned, let you know this man cares about you. It makes you feel good.
Many thanks, my good sir.
Thank you, Zarku. You're the man. You guys get on your horses. And as you leave as you leave Elturel in your tracks, Rhea, who's born and raised here,
West Philadelphia.
in a playground where she spends most of her days, she stops and she tells you to turn around as you see the city you're going to save. The sun of the companion shining down upon it. From there, you could smell the cooking of the food and the meat, or in the markets. You can hear the cows baying or whatever it is, mooing. You can hear the clucking of the cock-a-doodle-doos of chickens and roosters. You can hear the hustling, bustling of merchants. And you, no matter where you're at and where you're from, you feel a sense of pride to go out and help this city. As you look back, as you start to travel on, you look at the high walls and you wonder how they could be so nervous about getting sacked with defenses like that. And you leave with Elturel at your backside. What am I doing, Duff? What's so funny?
Giggity.
Did you fart or something? Did that stink?
Just go.
With Elturel at your backside. And you start traveling.
Duff is struggling
through the woods.
He caught me so off guard when he said you could hear the clucking of the cock-a-doodle-doos.
We're going to stay here for just a second.
I had too many drinks.
The bright magical light above Elturel constantly bathes the holy city and the region. The birds are chirping gently as you follow Ray on horseback along a dirt road till the Eltergard Woods north of Elturel. As you're leaving the city, you see many, many happy travelers and religious pilgrims headed to Elturel. As you get right out of the city, you kind of see a little wooded area where you're all at, where there's a wedding taking place. Now, it's commonplace for those of you that know the area here to ask strangers to witness the wedding. You see this majestic weeping willow atop this small gazebo type area here. You see an elderly priest of Lathander as he's officiating the wedding of a young couple. The young couple run up to you and they say, Sir, please witness our final wedding vows. It's customary to invite strangers, and I not know none of you.
Aye, we'll do it.
You please come watch our union.
I'm intrigued, so I will go.
Will there be drinks?
As you guys come up and you see this wedding, the two gently hold hands. They look each other lovingly in the eyes as they begin to recite, before the morning Lord, Lathander, and those here today, I commit to you.
Do a perception check.
Yeah. Kit, you're blind again?
No, I'm good now.
I'm looking around, see if any ambush is coming.
No, you don't see anything.
We do have this jester following us. Same one from back at the tavern.
Yeah. He is actually, he's not here. Thank you, Zarku, though. He didn't
My
know
bad.
that.
I thought he was one of the players.
No, he is, but it's Quad's character. Quad's not here tonight.
Oh, I thought he was here.
Yeah, no. You're good. You're good. You didn't know. Before the morning Lord Lathander and those here today, I commit to you now and always until we return to his endless light. The newly married couple, they turn to you, they thank you. They give you each a beautiful white magnolia flower. Thank you for officiating on and hanging out with us as we say our final vows to each other. Is there any words of wisdom any of you could give to us newly married? Well, lovebirds.
Just kind of surprised that they're marrying for love. That's a foreign concept.
Communicate.
Communicate. Oh, well, tonight we'll be doing a lot more than communicating, if you know what I mean.
Of course, we
I'm
know
gonna
what you mean.
reach down and pick up a rock and tinker with it for a few minutes and present it to them as a gift and show them if they tap on the rock, it'll produce like a songbird chirping.
What's up,
Give it to them
bro?
as a gift.
How you doing?
The wife takes that gift and she grabs it and she holds it and she says, "The songbird will remind me of Elturel and your kindness, sir, on the day of my wed. Thank you for your sweet, sweet kindness." And you hear someone in the back yell, "Happy wife, happy life." That's all I can say to you.
I have
Rhea
no great
says-
gift, but I do have a prayer that I have, a blessing that I pull out from my scroll case and give to them.
What does it say?
It's for them alone.
Good answer. The husband reads the prayer from your scroll case. That is obviously something that you had written during your meditations in the woods all by yourself and very heartfelt. And the husband sheds one tear. He looks at you. He puts both hands over the scroll over his heart. He says, "Thank you." Rhea goes, "Please, guys, we've got to go. This was nice and all, but..."
I have a
There's-
toast.
Oh,
I would like to toast this young couple.
be on with it.
It's very
Beyond with it.
simple. May all your ups and downs come only in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh. Just like all men, you are thinking with one head. Wrong head, wrong head. Let's leave. We must go now. And you guys pull off from that wedding, just thinking about how great it is. No, that one's not blank. Weird. Let me see.
If you put your character out on the map, it'll actually give you the vision that.
Oh.
So it's the light thing.
Yeah, the map's not there. Let me.
Yeah, there's no map. That's why I was trying to tell him.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I'm looking right at it. Weird. Okay, let me bring you guys back here for a second. And then let me bring my wood trail map back out here.
Like the dynamic lighting is working pretty well for me.
Yeah, this one won't have it on it now because I messed up.
The rest of them should have it on it.
But that's okay. That's okay that this one doesn't. Sorry, guys.
You're
It's all
fine.
good. Just gotta work the kinks out.
Yeah, the dynamic lighting is rather neat. Although I don't know why when I climb in the tree, everything goes dark.
He hasn't broken anyone's computer yet, so he beat the first time I was doing Roll20.
He broke somebody's computer.
I wanna know
Somebody was
exactly-
playing on a Walmart laptop from like 10 years ago, and I used animated tokens.
And their computer started smoking.
Crack.
Basically.
Magic smoke escaped.
All right, guys.
There we
Now
go.
do you see a map there?
Yes.
See a path, a dirt path.
I'll drag myself in.
Are we good now? You guys are walking away from that wedding. And you've been on the road following this path now, this small wooded path, for about an hour and a half. Need somebody give me a perception check.
I could do that.
All of you could if you want. Give me a perception check. Duff, you've got advantage turned on above your armor class. It's a red button. It says advantage, disadvantage,
Negative.
normal.
Not there. Remember we had this the other night when we were playing. You couldn't figure
Yeah,
it
it
out.
should be fixed now. I fixed it.
Above armor class, there's no red button.
Does it say advantage, normal, disadvantage, like above armor class, initiative, and speed?
It says over in my roll
There
queries,
you go.
always roll advantage. Now I see those buttons.
That's our friend here coming to our rescue.
So should I roll it again?
No, you're good, buddy. All right. So rolling Lance and Skriz, you hear this yelling coming off to the trail over here to the left. You hear this yelling. You hear it sounds like a young girl yelling. You can't make out what's being said. And then you hear some growling over
What
here.
direction?
To the left.
The left?
Over here. Yeah, over here.
Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
Certainly did. I'm going to move up a little closer and see what I can see.
Hold on. The wolves in this area are mad.
Oh, is my Rhea gone?
Have you been in these woods before?
I came through this way last night and was met with many that were killed or otherwise decimated.
Well, we can't ignore those cries.
Right. Rhea agrees, and she starts riding her horse that way. Whoa, where did that come from?
Where did what come from?
Hopefully
Nothing.
they'll see the group of us and run the other way.
As you start to come up this pathway. What am I doing? Not that pathway.
All the pathways.
Where
That's why. That's why. I moved it to that map. Okay. That's why that one was blank, by the way. I understand that now. Up that pathway, you come here to see, and your pathway's right here, by the way, guys.
Black screen.
Yep. Black.
Did I
You gotta
drag myself in?
You gotta drag characters to it.
Okay. Boom.
I'm still black screen even if after I drag
So
it.
DM, you gotta put the characters the tokens where you want them. Are they in the bottom right corner?
What are
Yeah.
these beams of black shooting up from the map?
That's just vantage point. You can't see beyond the tree trunks.
There you go.
So those are trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But your vision's blocked behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still can't say anything. Need to be pulled on.
You need to be pulled on.
The sorcerer doesn't belong up front.
Well, you guys can adjust yourself. I just dragged you on.
oh no, the sorcerer is the front.
Lance, are you not on there?
I'm on there, but I still can't say anything. I don't know if he's picked one
Click your
specific-
name and drag yourself over there. That fixed it for me.
I did.
Yeah, now he's on there twice.
Yeah.
Double
Does one of them work?
The bottom one doesn't appear to give any vision. The top one does.
Okay.
Okay, you can see with the top one.
Yes.
I'm willing to lead the way if you'd like.
So you turn there and you see this 15-year-old girl. She appears to be poor. You see her up in this tree. You see that she has a rainbow colored scarf, big, thick, like a foot wide, and like 3.5 to 4 feet long, wrapped around her like a shawl, even though it's in the heat of the day. You can hear her yelling. You can see her up top. And then here's what you hear as you move in close enough now that you can hear her. "I'll be making fur coats out of you yet," yells this young girl, fiery, from atop a tree branch in that tree there. She's about 12 feet off the ground.
Is she floating? No, she's on the branch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously we see the 3 wolves around.
The scarf is kind of bristling off in the wind and the breeze from being up there. And she's throwing rocks at these 3 wolves here.
Look like
The wolves are hungrily growling at her from the base of the tree. And nearby is small, runty black wolf. He's just kind of circling like all around them.
Does any of the wolves look bigger than the other ones?
These 3 wolves look to be about the same size, but this one is very small, appears to be young.
I'll take
Okay.
the run.
None of the
She
3
sees you
wolves-
guys and she goes, you must help me. You can't leave a poor defenseless girl from the city up here all by herself with these ravenous wolves at my feet. I will make a fur coat out of them. I will do it, but you must help me first.
I'm going to go in yelling with trying to intimidate.
This one. 13 for 10 damage.
Which one again, buddy?
This one.
All right.
Actually. All right. Is this at the same time or are we doing in
Well,
order?
I haven't done initiative yet.
Yeah, the wolves haven't seen us, so
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to if I see the
So your firebolt hits it true. And when it does, he lets out a yelp and he turns and looks. And these
Does
guys are
he
going to turn.
can I have already been mid running towards it?
Sure.
Like maybe I'm right here.
Let's get some initiative going.
So if you click your token before you roll, before you click initiative, it'll automatically add it to the turn order.
So hopefully I did it right.
If you don't do it right, it'll give you a big warning, like unable to load initiative, something or other.
Do you just want to put that manually in or do you want me to re-roll? Because I clicked it and then I double clicked my character sheet to maximize it. I guess that unclick the token. Save here. And do you know why there's these decimal points?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that we don't have a tie.
yeah, it's based on the 3.
Okay.
The decimal is
All right.
just what your dex actually is, by the way.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, whose dex isn't on there? Duff's isn't. Or initiative. Duff, you rolled a 16. What's your dexterity, Duff?
13.
1.5.
Hmm.
13.
All right. Who's not on there?
I'm not on there. I was, and then I got deleted.
You're on there twice. Fiverr, you're on there twice.
Where are y'all seeing this?
You should
Just
have had
turn
a
order.
box pop up that says turn order.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
on there.
Where's the turn order?
You could put me as a 4 or 4.1.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
on
will-
there.
My roll on there is 16.13. 16.13.
There we go.
What was your roll, Kit? 3?
Yeah, 3.
What?
Fallen.
Why is this not staying? 4.1.
Hit enter after you're done.
Oh, I'm hitting tab. That's why.
You guys, I appreciate you hanging out. This has been good so far. I think this is going to be a fun campaign.
All right, everybody should be on there in order now, right?
Looks like it.
Looks
Perfect.
good.
All right.
Yep.
So you just went. You're in mid run, Farver.
I'm going to move around to the left amongst the trees,
Drag your guy.
keeping an eye.
Hey, Andy. All right. You don't do any actions or anything.
No, I'm watching.
All right. This wolf moves to you.
Thank you.
16 strike you, sir.
No.
As he misses at you with a ferocious bite that he was swinging, that he was coming towards you.
I just like moved my foot.
This one bypasses. He readies himself here. And this one. Ready himself right here. This wolf sits right here.
Didn't mean to put that in the chat.
You're good. Durden.
Let's. Well, let's just start off with a good old firebolt, I guess, on the closest one here.
Okay.
AC of 13 for 7 fire damage.
Nice. So you hit it, and you could smell the singe of dirty animal hair as. All right, Andy. As your firebolt hits true.
Hi, Andy.
You can see as some of the tail fur starts to burn away from that firebolt, and the wolf lets out a little as you go and do that. They're still standing there, growling at you, baring teeth. Xavier, you have staged your attack, sir. Now you are ready.
I am, and I shall swing my axe.
And tell me what happens as your combination of your slashing blow and Sirlancealot's combination of a fireball destroys this wolf.
So where did the firebolt hit?
Right on the side towards the back
Right in the side?
haunch.
Well, I see where it's a little tender there where the fur got burnt off, and I go in and I swings right for that spot, tossing it to the right.
And as you do, the wolf actually flips and lands on its other side on the ground. As he lets out a little whimper, the front paws kind of move a little bit as he tries to drag himself towards you and falls.
And I would like to move so this other wolf's right next to
Lifeless.
me.
Yep.
I don't know what square because you have transparency on. But yeah, I'd like to be right there, and I'm facing it now. And if it moves, I will take opportunity.
All right. K-Doc.
I pick up a rock and I throw it
Whoa.
over here into the woods, trying to cause a
Why did
distraction.
everything move?
Oh, did my screen go?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just saying more.
You don't
I
have
mean,
to
here I
care
am.
about the
Are
There
we
we
back?
go. All right. Well, everybody's different places again. Go ahead.
I
I'm
don't know why
listening.
my screen went.
Did you know the
Tell me-
thread there?
Tell me what
Thank
you said. You throw a rock, Kit.
Yeah, I throw a rock over here, trying to hit one of these trees off to the right. Hopefully, trying to cause a little bit of a distraction to give us an advantage.
Okay.
I will be right back real quick while it's going to be a minute before it's back to my turn.
All right. So you throw a rock over that way and in a hopes to do something.
Yep.
All right. Show me again.
Over here to the right here. I don't know if is that showing for
Just
you.
hold on
I'm
the
gonna click-
thing to show me. There. Okay. So you chuck a rock over there. Give me all right. And in hopes to get the attention of the wolves. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And you don't want to attack the wolves too much. Elena charges at this one. And you see her bring out a nicely fine-tuned rapier. I don't need to click that to pull that up. As she swings a rapier right at that wolf. And you watch as that wolf is very quickly beheaded and fall into rest right where he's at. You see her take off. You see her clean her broom. Love you too, Andy. You see her clean off her sword on her cloak and replace the rapier in elegant fashion, all in one. Seems as if it all happened in one stroke. Out, head, cleaned, in. For a young girl, that's quite masterful.
Nice.
Stony?
Gonna aim a firebolt at the one that's under the tree still.
The puppy?
Yep. 10 for 6 damage.
Hold on.
You missed. You struck this tree, and the girl Grace up there yells, Hey, that was too close. You're supposed to save me, not cook me. What are you doing? The wolf will taste much better than I will.
I want to rush in and grab it.
You rush in at the wolf on your turn. Farvra?
I will cast Sacred Flame at this last wolf that's alive.
This one here?
Yes.
All right. And your sacred flame is true. And you see a pillar of flame. Nice. You saw a pillar of flame erupt upon him as it burned. Like it's almost like a hairless cat right now. The amount of flame that came down on top of him. That being said, he's still not dead, but he tries to run away.
And
Go ahead and take your go ahead and swing. You see
probably,
him,
yeah.
you see him run, you see him grab this wolf in its mouth and take off through the woods. He's running at a limp, so he's not running too fast. So he grabs the wolf here. That's where he's at. He picks this wolf up. It's probably as far as he's going to get. Durden?
Is he back?
No, he's
Oh,
not.
he's still
He can
alive.
stay his turn. And we can let him attack when he gets back. Xavier?
Well, I do not know the full happenings with the wolves. here, so I'm going to go take care of this. Or at least try to. I'm going to attack again.
And you swing at it, but for some reason, in the haste of having one attack and then moving to have that other attack, you missed.
Yeah.
You missed. You were close, but you missed.
It's
Got it.
probably because it's too easy.
Right. K-Doc.
Okay. Now there's still one wolf here within range, right?
Right. And that this wolf here, and he's got that small wolf puppy in his mouth.
Okay. Which wolf? It's not shown for me.
This wolf.
There's a
that
wolf on
one?
a wolf.
That one has the small puppy. Okay.
Yeah. Can you not see that?
Oh, there we go. I thought that one took off. Okay.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't have been able to move that far.
It seems like it's on its way out, so I am going to address the girl.
Are you all right, young lady?
Of course, I'm fine. I was just up here in this tree. I'll be better once I'm away from this last wolf here. I don't want to be wolf stew. But I'm okay. They didn't hurt me, sir.
I'll take no action at this point. I'll just move in closer.
That's what Rhea does. She moves over here. As she gets close to this wolf, you could tell he's not doing anything. He's had it. Its wolf companions are gone. He's kind of had it right now. The puppy there is kind of seems to be a little terrified as well. And they've kind of had it at that point. She calls up, "I'll get you down in a minute, young lady. What was your name again?" She says, "Grace. My name's Grace." "Okay, Grace, we'll get you down in a minute." Stony?
Just gonna move over and attempt to help her down, I guess.
All right. Skriz, you stage your turn. What saith you now? What was the last thing you recall happening?
I recall I just got raided by Half-Baked Prince with a party of 5, and that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Welcome,
Appreciate that,
guys.
dude.
Welcome to an awesome party of characters and a terrible DM on Skriz's screen.
I think I got the gist of what's going on.
All right.
So I'm not really too worried about it. I'll move up here with the rest of my party, but just see what's happening.
Okay. Senor Brookerton?
I do the same. This thing is dead. I'm up here to see what's going on.
Dude, Prince, thank you so
All right,
much
and
for
on the
that
wolf's
raid, man.
turn,
You're the
he
fucking
grabs
man.
the puppy.
I appreciate that.
And when you see that puppy in his mouth, you think, man, for a puppy, that thing is almost as big as that mama wolf, if it is a mama wolf. And then they leave and run off screen.
You're a kobold life
You see
cleric?
this
That
donkey you
sounds
may not have
interesting.
noticed
Wow.
comes over here. And you see this girl do kind of like comes down, hangs herself, and then drops to the ground with a... She climbs down and she says, "Man, thank you guys. Thank you so much for helping me. I normally don't need help. I can normally do everything by myself, but thank you for your help."
I don't know if there is any figuring that one out. That's
friends?
pretty out there. I'm playing a drow sorcerer. That's interesting. For
You're
me, I
welcome.
don't usually play a mage.
Anything
I
broken?
usually do something melee.
No. But since you're here, let me tell you what's going on with me. I am out here walking the pathway, asking all of these travelers coming in if they want to donate to the Grace attending the Academy of
You're the
Elturel.
fucking man.
What?
Company of awesomeness and me going to school.
Thank you so much, dude.
Donations.
Girl, you treat me so fly.
Are you asking us to donate to you so you can go to school, or for others?
No,
Well, it
she
was
just wants
my-
our money.
My sister's last wish was for me to go to school. She knitted me. She is not selling biscuits. She knitted me this beautiful scarf, but before she died.
That it was her
Bro,
last
now
wish.
you're throwing money at me. What did I do to deserve this?
My sister. She says, this is my companion, Lonky the donkey, as she points to the donkey next to her.
Kaldaka, however you say it.
And
dude,
you
I
look at this
appreciate that
donkey and
follow
you're like,
too,
man, this donkey is
that should
missing
have
its
me
left
3
eye
away from 100.
and its right ear. And she sits on the back of the donkey and
Getting
says,
close.
do any of you want to help me make it to the academy?
Thank you guys very much.
I can make something of myself and not be a beggar.
Now, I'm curious as to why the wolves didn't attack the donkey and was instead going after
Oh,
the
So the
girl.
donkey was back there in the behind him.
Because
didn't see
the
it.
module
I
doesn't say
rolled-
that they do.
The donkey was back there in the tree line. He wasn't up here.
Good enough reason.
Didn't you see that?
Yep. Because it says after the attack, Lonky the donkey comes to grace.
Hey,
Yeah, 'cause
I rolled an insight.
If she was,
Yeah, so what do you want to check to see? Are you seeing if she's lying to you?
Yeah,
Oh, you find her to be very truthful. She's not, yeah, you find her to be very truthful. She's not scamming anybody. She's poor. She's a beggar. The only person she had in her life was her sister who's dead. And the only possession she has in her life of any value is this missing one eye, missing one ear, Lonky the donkey, and this scarf that is very, very important to her.
I'll give her 3 gold.
You'll give her 3 gold pieces.
Wow.
She cries right in front of you as she takes those 3 gold pieces and she gives she just looks at them and she falls to her knees and she says, sir,
Get up, get up, get up, get up.
thank you so much, sir. Sir, when I become a great scholar, sir, stand by 1 minute. And she reaches into the color purple on the rainbow of her scarf and she pulls out a string from that. And she says, sir, when I become a famous scholar after I've graduated from the academy in Elturel, sir, please bring me this string back and I will give you 5 free lessons, sir. Take my, please, sir.
I don't know if I need the lessons, but I will take the string and see how
never
you're
know.
doing later.
You'll never know. I'll be famous. Sir, I can't. And she is humbled. She is looking at that like this is the most money she has ever held in her life at any one time.
What should I call that string?
Grace's purple scarf string.
Grace's purple.
Just for
scarf.
reference for the rest of you, 2 gold is the average lifetime earnings of a commoner in the D&D world. So
There's
So you paid
actually
her that and
I know,
got
yeah,
a
it's
purple
fine.
string from the Thong of Grace.
there's actually RP reasons why he wouldn't be bothered doing that.
Right. And she says, well, sir, I can't ask any of you for any more. You have given me too much. And Rhea goes, all right, guys, enough with this young girl. It's time to go. And she starts to come back onto the roadway that you were on before. And she travels back on. She starts to quietly head back to the woods, kind of pondering She's sullen. She's kind of quiet right now. You realize that this woman who's leading your group, this girl, and the girl that you just encountered appeared to be close to the very same age. And you wonder why they're so different.
I say, how are you doing?
Oh, me, I'm fine. I'm fine.
That
Need,
usually means you're not okay, but okay.
It's me to check on you. You're in my command today, sir. But I'm fine. Thank you for being kind. You guys are
Keep
still
us informed, because if you're leading the command, you need to be of sound mind.
Are you challenging me?
No,
Okay.
I'm making sure you're doing all right.
Back in line, soldier. Back in
Are
line.
you threatening me?
You guys notice that the Elthergard woods encompass very, very several square miles of terrain north of Elturel. The canopy of these woods is dense, and the entirety of the woods is kind of dimly lit as you get out further from the town. Make a Lance, you're from Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lance, you're from Baldur's Gate. Make me a intelligence or a nature check. Actually, you know what? Make me a history check.
Alrighty. 16.
Yeah, you tend to recall several years ago that there was an evil druid enclave that used to use these woods to conduct gruesome rituals of human sacrifice. You remember this druidic group and how they would steal children, and they would steal people from the nearby towns, and that traveled the roadway back and forth, and that they would ritualistically sacrifice them at a place. It doesn't seem to be too far from where you're at right now. Kit, make me a nature check. Yeah, Kit, you're looking at this terrain, and you know immediately that this forest is completely suitable for owls, giant owls, and even owl bears. And you know that this terrain is absolutely suited for them. That it would be a perfect area for that.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little earlier before we went live. I already have it, the wolf set. That what it
would
is?
be best if we stayed to the side of the road, folks.
So you recall those? Lance doesn't know if you want to. I'm sorry. I don't know if your character would want to share this evil druidic story as you're passing time traveling.
Yeah, I would share. Let them know that there was a horrible cult here a few years back that was, I'm assuming they were driven out or hunted down, but not before they had sacrificed several of the surrounding villagers.
Rolling, make me an intel check.
All right.
You recall that druidic group was called the Clan of Nor, Gnor, Nortak, and you recall that it was actually the Hells Riders that came in and defeated every last one of them after the death of a general's daughter. What you do recall is they started to surrender before they were slaughtered.
All right. I'll convey that to them.
You guys come to a an area here where Rhea, if everybody can't see that, let me know.
Which side would they be on?
They come in from right here. Yeah.
Okay, can't see.
Black screen.
Do we need a dragon again?
Dragon's not working. I think I've dragged myself in 3 or 4 times.
Maybe it's a chaotic dragon.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you're down there.
Hey.
You needed it.
Yeah. So
There we
you're
go.
gonna have to
We're
get with
good.
me. You're gonna have to get with me later and find out what all I'm doing wrong.
There you go. I got it.
I still can't say anything.
You can't.
Who does
I
it?
gotta pull you in. Stony.
I see.
Here we
Are
go.
you
I changed that setting 5 times, and for some reason it didn't stay.
okay? Weird. Yeah. So you guys sit there, and
Come on.
you come through this natural pathway, and you can see this pathway that kind of seems to lead through here, and then it goes down this way. You can kind of see it as it goes down here, and then you can kind of see as the pathway goes this way as well, and then and the path, you can see that it's kind of dense that way as well. As you come into this pathway, Rhea stops and gets off of her horse. You can see that several branches are broken, and the grass leading into the woods is disturbed as if someone had walked over it. She goes, "Are any of you proficient trackers, men?" Now you are near hills, Duff. You might want to try to make a survival check. Or Skriz, you may want to try a survival check as well. There you go. So Duff, you see some humanoid footprints, Chuck. Duff. And you see that these footprints are kind of leading kind of this way. But you notice stuff that there's humanoid footprints and much larger footprints that you can't make out currently. Rhea says, "Listen, I could hide, I could kill, but if we're going to catch these cult of the dragon, I'm going to need your help with some things. I was just like that young girl back there. My mother and father were dead. My family killed while I was an infant, much like from that cultist which we spoke of earlier. That's why they let me lead this, is to eerily similar to what happened with that druidic cult. If it weren't for this group, I would be no different than her, begging for money, for food, riding a broken old donkey instead of my beast here as she pets the side of her horse. I may not be able to track, but you'll want me in the upcoming fight." So these footprints go. You could tell, Duff, that these footprints are about they're about 2 to 3 hours old. So now it'd be up to you to reveal the direction, the types of footprints that you see, and all of that to your characters. Their characters don't know that.
Hey, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. I found footprints. Some of them seem to be human-esque. There are some normal-ish footprints, but then there are some large ones, like maybe from a giant or something. They're leading up the path that we can see before us, and they kind of fade as they go around the corner to the left.
And Duff, you rolled high enough. Whoop. You can hear a small, like, bubbling. You think sounds like water this way.
I do hear a babbling brook, something maybe
Babbling
around the
brook.
corner. I do hear water in the near. It seems across the trees. I can't see it obviously for all the tall redwoods, but I do hear water near us. I think we should follow the path and follow the steps as well as the sound of water.
Do you point out any of these footprints to anybody, or do you just tell them they're there?
No, I pointed them out. I showed them that they were along the pathway.
Yeah, he showed the general direction they were going.
Yes.
Okay.
But as you were speaking, I also asked you, will I roll? Did you notice any creatures? Did you hear anything?
No,
As I'm
just
looking?
just the footprints and the babbling brook that I can hear in the distance.
Did
Do
I
any
notice
of you
anything?
speak Draconic?
Yes.
You speak Draconic?
Yes.
So you recognize the larger footprints to be that of a dragonborn type creature. And the others appear to be just normal humanoid style features.
You see me take a slow breath. Ready yourselves. There are dragons in this path. At least one. Now I don't know if this is a dragonborn or a dragon.
Now you know that
I
the
would know?
gate seems to be that of a dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I convey that.
Kit, make me another nature check. Your suspicions of it being prime area for an owlbear is confirmed by some owlbear tracks that are days old, mostly covered up, that you see throughout the area there. And they've come to this little watering hole and such.
Should we carefully proceed?
Rhea goes, we have two options. We follow the tracks, or we continue going the direction that we were headed. I'll leave it up to you, men. What sayest thou?
I say we follow the tracks.
So let's go for the tricks.
Which ones? Or
What was
Kit, did you convey what you saw, or I don't want to meta about the owlbears?
I will say that there are some owlbears in the area, but they look like they have moved on from this place at the moment.
You do know we could simply keep proceeding the way we were going and ignore this encounter. Every shiny thing we don't have to investigate.
Oh, do we know which way the cultists we're after went?
You know that you're tracking cultists, and you don't know much else about these cultists at all.
Did our commander have a specific location that she was taking us?
Well, she could go this way.
Like, did they have
On
like
the-
a site
on the
that they were
natural path?
briefed on?
I was
No.
under the impression that we were just supposed to search the woods for.
Okay, yeah, then
Correct.
yeah, let's follow the dragons then. Well, I thought we had like intel. We're going to
No,
a specific site.
She was going to follow the natural path only because that was what common sense would dictate, that people would use the natural path.
Oh, okay.
Duff, do you come over here and investigate what you'd heard? Only because I want to reveal what I found and put here.
Yes,
All
I
right.
did.
Are
So
we
as
going
you-
to carefully follow too for stealth checks?
Yeah, as you come over here, you see a creek bed. It seems to have been kind of hidden, and it doesn't seem to be very big, but it seems to be about 2 to 3 feet deep. But it was hidden behind and it's like the head of the springs started right here. So this is probably part of the springs down here, and then it was underground throughout this area but it seems to come to kind of like a spring head and start a creek that kind of moves out. That kind of moves out, you know what I mean? This way from here.
So is this our actual positioning of everyone? Or
Rhea says natural path or hidden creek. Where do we go?
If I were a cultist group trying to be hidden,
I think I'd take the creek.
I say we follow the footprints. They're the best lead we have.
All right, trackers, you need to be in the front.
I say we stay to the shadows and to the creek.
I would like to add that if we see them, it does not mean we need to engage right away because there could be more than what we see initially.
You guys walk along that creek bed for about 15 minutes. Now this is a small map. It's got a lot on it. I'm about to go to, but
15 minutes, is that a long rest? Can we? I'm just teasing.
That's it. That's a long rest for insects.
Black screen.
All right.
That answers that question.
Give me a second. Let me show you where you guys come up at.
You see it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good now.
You guys come up from the bottom down through here.
Okay, I'll move there.
All right. Who else needs to be dragged in? Everybody else good?
I'm here, but I'm like behind the map.
You could see though. Everybody could see.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys get a little bit closer. All right, let me see here. As a shallow creek runs through to this druidic circle. Now you see a lot going on here. But it brings you to this, you start here into this area. Obviously you can't see outside of this clearing. So all of this other stuff that you guys can't see. You're not up there just yet. You see, you hear screaming before you see anything. And you hear the screaming as you're getting closer. And I'm looking for the right picture because I didn't drag this over there and I should have. You see a member of what would be the Fist of Bane. And you see her yelling and screaming as she is drowning. Where is it? I should have put stuff in a folder like somebody taught me to do.
Hiding notes on the GM layer works really well too.
You told me that too. I saved all these new pretty things to here. I didn't save them. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Kitlivingstone sponsored by Dr. Pepper. 0 sugar.
This beard time brought to you by.
I need some more beard time.
I'm gonna do the beard time.
I'm not sure the audio would
Lance,
come through.
Sirlancealot is sponsored by McDonald's over there.
Yep.
I was sponsored by Domino's that I just shoved my fat face with.
Is it delicious?
It was Domino's. I'm just happy it didn't take 2 hours to get here this time.
I am happy that there is this zero sugar Dr. Pepper.
You know, I actually like it,
I
but
do
I couldn't
too.
find it at Walmart today when I ran to Walmart.
Aw.
Is it any different than Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yes, tastes very similar to actual Dr. Pepper as opposed to Diet. Diet just tastes terrible.
Diet
Oh, I
Dr. Pepper
haven't-
is the only one that's drinkable of the diets to me.
I was about to say I haven't had regular Dr. Pepper in 10 years, so
All right. Sorry, guys. So you see this female member of the Fist of Bane cultists screaming as she is praising, "I'll be to Bane." Or for you watching the gray area hidden from player. Oh, I see. All praise to Bane. I shall put you into the blood army. This death to you is
Can I get there before she finishes her speech?
in honor of Bane. No. You see this one, this member of this Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw lies lifeless against a stone pillar, and their ribs are caved in by a mace blow. And you guys understand that who has just been killed. And before I misspeak, let me double check. Yeah. These guys are wearing armor of the Cult of the Dragon. And she's screaming that Bane will use you in the blood army. This death is a mercy as that Dragonborn member of the Order of Dragons and this Dragonborn member of the Order of Dragons are both laying there dead in front of you.
What does the
So-
robed figure do next?
Oh, it looks like we're too late, guys.
She looks at you and says,
Like a job well done to me.
she looks at you and says, more people
Are these
for the
5-foot
blood
squares?
army for the coming 5 foot for the coming destruction of the world. Woo, it is better to live on earth. No, it's much better to rule in hell with Bane.
I whiffed.
All right, guys, let's try that whole initiative thing again. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to, I didn't know if she was going to just yell for help or something. So I was trying to get in a swing.
Good try.
Thanks.
well, I'm glad I got that there instead of later on.
Yeah, right?
It's a not one on initiative.
All right. So for the record, I'm going to click the token, then click initiative.
Oh yeah.
I guess it did it, but it put me in the bottom.
Well,
he's
yeah,
got a-
it'll once we're all in there, he'll organize them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if auto
There we
did that.
go.
Okay.
All right, is everybody in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like it.
You see her jump off of her horse, leaving her horse here as she runs. Actually, she's going to go this way. And she swings at her with her rapier, giving a crushing blow.
Yes.
To the side of her neck.
Yes.
Where rapier's 1d8, right? 1d6, right? I don't have it right in
1d8.
front of me. One of you that has it on your
Rapier is 1d8.
All right, good.
Does-
Thank you.
1d. It
That's
does
like-
do 1d8.
It's like, don't make me open the book.
All right, there we go. Oh. And she comes down, and it was the most beautiful thing that you'd ever seen. She actually carves a chunk out of the side of her collarbone,
Oh, wow.
hits the bone. Seems like it may have shattered it. You're not sure. She slices off, and this fist of the Bane person is standing there in front of you. She doesn't like what happens, so she turns. She pulls out a mace, and she swings the mace back at the girl who just hit her. And she misses.
Oh.
Sad face.
Oh, no. Whoops. She did hit.
Oh, no.
Even sad.
That's what I get for my sass.
She hit for some damage. All right, Kadok, your turn.
Show us how it's
Kadok,
done.
you don't like the fact that you know for a fact that she's praising evil God,
Oh yeah.
and you just watched her drown a person in front of you.
Yeah, I just went through and read Fist of Bane, so I knew a little bit more about what they were. So, yeah, tyranny here. I am going to take aim with my crossbow and go to try to take her out.
So you're within 5 feet, so you're going to be at disadvantage using a ranged weapon there.
Oh.
So you may, if
I
you
will
do
use my
that,
quarterstaff. Sorry.
okay, or you could back up. Well,
Well,
yeah, your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
And you miss with that roll.
oh,
Well,
Even though it was a 15, it's a good roll.
wow.
You swing at her, and you know that you would have hit, but you see underneath that cloak is and you don't like it, chainmail armor.
You got anything else, Kit?
on that one, let's see.
Like a bonus action or something?
You know what? I'm gonna go Primal Savage on this one.
You have a bonus. Is that a bonus action for you?
I guess
that-
I can.
Or
we
is
do
that your
bonus
cantrip?
action?
No.
I think that's my cantrip.
Yeah, nope. That would be an attack.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
bonus action.
No, you
Never
don't have
mind.
like a bonus action.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Nope. Xavier.
All right. I'm swinging.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good swing, but you even that close with a big battle axe, you do not collide with her. Durden,
In Draconic, I say next time.
you see her smirk at you, and in Draconic back, even though she's a humanoid, she says, "You wish.
I'm gonna use.
I will have your heart."
You guys done whispering sweet nothings to each other?
I'm just assuming you're going to come in and roll.
I'll use dissonant whispers.
Right?
Adding to the whispers.
Yes.
I get
Yeah.
a wisdom throw against that, correct?
Yes. Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Yep,
Fail it.
hold on, I get advantage.
Fail it.
Oh. All right. So what happens?
She takes, oh crap, 16 psychic damage.
Wow.
Nice.
And
Wow.
yeah,
You want to take this death, or do you want me to?
You go for it.
You've been quiet this whole time.
The song that comes, the discordant melody is never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
So as you rickroll this female member of the Fist of Bane, the rest of you see her grab her head and start shrieking in terror as she's rolling her head back and forth. And then all of a sudden she stands there. A completely catonic look goes over her eyes as it life drains out. And you see the blood that was inside of her head start coming out and leaking from every orifice. As she finally says, "Hurt you," falls to the ground, splashes. Nice blood action, Zarku.
Oh, wow.
And splashes as she falls on top of the drowned person she had drowned right before. Lifeless.
If someone's good at investigating things, maybe check, see what she has.
You search her?
Yes.
I'm gonna have a look on my face that basically makes sure everybody knows that that's exactly what I expected to happen.
Well, nobody knows what you did. They just saw that happen to her. Because
Yeah,
that's a whisper, right? So it's not like you say something, right?
Yep.
You don't.
I guess you can't have my heart.
So, if you guys were to search her, you would see that she's wearing chainmail and she's got a shield, and both are marked with the symbol of Bane, which you could see much closer here. So they're both marked with the symbol of Bane. The cloak, it's just a red cloak marked with the gold fringe. It's got a clasp with the symbol of Bane on it as well.
It's very cool looking.
Yeah.
It's not my style to do espionage, but you know, if that would fit any of you, you might be able to fool someone for a second from far away.
I was about to say, can we, if we can take a minute, I can determine if they're magical.
Yeah, you could do what you want to do. Rhea says, collect yourselves, search for spoils.
Yeah,
I think this is the first of several we're going to meet here today.
Okay,
This is not the cult of dragons. They're dead. These people, they appear to be much more dangerous.
I want to investigate the person they were drowning. Can I pull them out?
Yeah.
Did they have, like, I don't know, keys?
You detect none.
Or...
Lance.
Nothing magical. Okay.
No. The he's got a long sword in his in a sheath. He's got leather armor. He's got a pouch with some gold pieces in it and a copper piece, and that's all that he's got. He had
I'll take the pouch.
Yeah. Just got
How much?
Well, I'll tell you exactly. 4.
Loot. Okay.
So you see a manuscript in his pocket, a letter that said, "Treasurer, you are tasked with carrying the gold for the group here." So 4 gold, 1 copper.
All right. I'm treasurer.
That's what he was.
Oh, that's what he was. Okay. Does it say his name or anything?
No. The only reason you can read it is because it's in Draconic.
All right, I'll go to the other one if no one else is and check that guy out.
All right.
Wait.
He has a mace on him. He has what appears to be some holy tombs or tomes that he was writing in. You see, he's got a scroll of cure wounds, and that's all he has.
All right, I gathered the group over. Here's a scroll of cure wounds. Would anyone like to hold on to this, or do
I'll
you want me
take
to? You'll take it. All right, write that in.
What?
I'm gonna calm the mount and search it.
You're gonna what?
Calm the mount that she was on and search it.
The mount that who was on?
She was on a mount that
That was our person, I think.
She was on the mount.
Oh, she was.
She was on them.
Yeah, she jumped off the mount and ran over there. You guys were all on horses at one point.
Yeah, we had borrowed horses.
The holy tome, however you say it. Is that just like a spell book or?
Yeah, it's just actually her prayers.
Oh, okay.
Or
prayer
his
book.
actually his prayers.
All right, and I just let everyone know what's around. Like the weapons if they would like extra ones. If no one cares, I'll take the mace.
Take it.
All right.
Probably use the shield.
What kind of mace is it?
Just a normal mace.
Like simple?
Yeah. Yep.
And I know we saw that she had the armor and the shield on her. Did we actually search her for anything else?
Well, we saw what was on her. I don't know that she was necessarily searched.
Anybody want to do that, or I can go ahead and do it?
I'll search her.
Yeah. So she also has a mace on her. That's what she was using to attack with. You see that she has a longbow as well with 10 arrows. You also notice that where there's a symbol of Bane on the front of the shield, on the back part of the shield, is a Roman numeral 3. Skriz, give me an Arcana check.
Can I take her cloak?
You can take her cloak.
To keep
Unless,
for
did
later?
you already take that rolling?
No, I didn't. I just offered the idea to people.
Yeah, I'll take her cloak in case we need it later to get undetected somewhere.
Are you also taking the clasp?
Go undercover.
Yeah, the cloak and the clasp.
Yeah, you should have the full ensemble.
Sure, because the clasp holds it on, right?
Right. So,
Am I supposed to
Skriz.
be adding this somewhere
Yeah.
so to know that I have it?
Yep.
Where?
Under treasure, on the bio page of your screen, of your character
Bio.
sheet. Skriz, you notice that Roman numeral 3. You'd heard whisperings of that in the underworld. Yeah, I remember you guys could drag that stuff from the compendium over onto your sheet to auto set up everything. You that Roman numeral 3. You remember that is actually the sign of a very dangerous cult. The cult of, oh my goodness, the page doesn't stay.
Never heard of them before.
The cult of the Dead 3.
Our cult issue.
And you would know that Bane is one of the people, gods, demons, whatever he would be, of that.
Well, guys, this cult problem may be a little worse than we anticipated. Then I'll tell them everything that you just said. We may have a little more to deal with than we expected. Good talk.
This somehow doesn't surprise me.
You surface dwellers.
This area is perhaps cursed. First, the years ago of the cult, and now the dragon cult, and now a third cult. It's like there's something in this area dragging them all here.
Sounds like they're cultivating well over here.
Oh, Lord.
On that note, we might not
What's the
want to
opposite
stay
of
here.
inspiration?
Now,
I'm gonna make sure I drag these bodies up out of the water so as not to spoil the land.
I like it. Where do you want them? I'll move them over there for you.
Yeah, let's just move them off to the side here.
Over there?
Yeah, right in there.
All right.
Maybe the wolves will have fun with them.
So
Skriz, how are we on time?
Oh, we're fine. I don't have to get up super early tomorrow, so still got
Everybody else?
2 hours.
I just want to make sure at the rate that we're moving, we've got at least an hour. I just want to
Alright.
make sure that we're good. Or
Yeah, that'll be
if
good.
anybody has to
I'm
stop.
all right.
An hour's good for me because Lauren has surgery tomorrow, so I do need to get up at a decent time.
I just wanted to, because we're at a point where we could stop. I just wanted to make sure before we moved on that we were
I'm
good.
for another hour. For looking around 10 o'clock or so, I'm good to live.
Perfect. Because that's going to be our normal quitting time anyways, right?
Yeah.
So we got like 50 minutes or an hour. Is it
We'll
loose?
get there. So,
Mr.
all right. So,
exact minutes.
so Rhea says, we have learned some things. There's a path to the left and a path straight up ahead. Where goest thou?
I'd like to do a perception check
For what?
for listening.
It doesn't matter
Yeah,
for what. You don't see it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just too
So-
distracted by the story I was told about the three.
Kadok just smacked you in the back and said, "You forgot to breathe for a minute."
Yes.
Go ahead. It's like your
Thank
watch,
you.
your Apple Watch just told you to breathe, but it was Kadok
Yeah.
who told you.
Thanks, K-Doc.
All right.
Let's just pick away and go.
I'm gonna look down this direction, see if there's anything.
You
I
really
can-
can't see it from where you're at. You just got to kind of pick a path. And Rhea says, "Well, fine, I'll go. We'll go this way."
I'm right behind her.
As you come through this area here, you realize when you come into here,
We need more.
the cult of the
there,
dragon.
Thanks.
The cult of the dragon uses this small alcove in the woods to store cult treasures that were heading to Baldur's Gate.
So we
You-
see like
You
boxes.
see on this altar another slain member of the Order of the Dragon, and standing over him. Whoops! I keep going to the wrong. I promise you, next time, guys, this will be more organized.
Hey, it just helps us relax. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make us feel comfortable.
You shouldn't feel comfortable right now.
You're trying to make us feel nervous. How about that?
Standing over the body. Let's just do this. Standing over a slain dragon claw near a druidic altar that is surrounded by three dilapidated and worn stone figures. This person appears to be a skeleton of sorts. Oh no, a skeleton is there. Let's drag a skelly over, huh? I read that wrong. Each of the 3 times that I read this.
We watched and we were like seeing 3 different timelines happen, and then one of them happens.
Yeah, right. That's what you saw.
Like, this cult is weird.
Can you describe this this altar?
Yeah, it's not one that you're familiar with.
Is it
You like that?
pre-Renaissance?
Yeah. You see this human necromite of Merkel standing over a slain dragon claw near a druidic altar, and you can't really make out much about it because the altar seems to be druidic, but the symbols have been faded for quite some time. It's surrounded by 3 dilapidated and worn stone figures. A skeleton is guarding the necromite of Merkel as they are ritualistically grinding that dragon claw's skull into dust. The necromite is slowly adding the ground dust to a wax skull that she has in her hand. Give me an Arcana check or a religion check.
I will do religion.
Those of you that would have any knowledge of
I know nothing.
evil things.
Oh.
I'm too distracted by the bone crushing.
What's up with
Durden,
my rolls tonight?
you know exactly 100%, and you almost speak it out loud, that this necromite of Merkel is attempting to bind the spirit of the slain dragon claw to the white skull.
I'm assuming that's not something we want to happen. So we have to
Did
stop
I
him.
attack? All right, I charge.
Oh. The skeleton sees you as you come through the path. And let's roll for initiative before we start running into stuff crazy.
Oh, okay.
So roll 20 seems to be making up for yesterday with me.
It's a good thing I didn't charge yet.
You'll charge tomorrow.
That's it.
Everybody hit that or what?
Should be in there.
Nice.
Hey, you don't have to move me. I'm thinking of you. So you don't, trying to make it more convenient.
Erden, what do you do, buddy?
Oh, wait, I'm Durden. My bad. Let's just take a shot at the big bad dude over there.
Go ahead.
A firebolt. AC of 12 for 1 whole fire damage.
Yeah, and you hit it. And when you hit her with that, she is mid-grind, and she stops. She looks up at you and smiles with blackened teeth.
That was cool. Did you guys see the fire shoot across the map?
Bro, he is so good at this stuff. The fire hits her. She smiles at you with blackened teeth. She sets this open skull up and sets it down. And she readies a mace, like a flail, but at the end is a skull. It's pretty gruesome looking.
Awesome.
She moves here. She's going to shoot at her with her short bow. Roger that. And she looks down at this guy.
The Hodor looking fella.
See her laugh and smile, and she mumbles some kind of incantation. And wow.
You of the nature.
Wow. And she hits you for
Wow. 3 1s.
You got lucky.
she hits you with a spell called Claws of the Grave. As 3 1s.
That's some big rolls for, or a big roll for level 1 characters.
Well, that's good. That
She hits you with this spell, and you take 7. Oh, it was a nat 20. You take 7 necrotic damage.
Who took the damage?
Kit.
Yeah, I took it.
Next,
Do I have to put that in someplace?
just notate that you're short 7 HP.
Right underneath your hit points, there's a place that says temporary hit points. That's where I usually just type it to keep up with where I'm at.
So, cool feature of Roll20, if you click your character and you see there's a red circle, that's your current hit points. If you hit that circle, -7, enter, it'll auto subtract your hit points for you.
oh,
Yep, because your tokens are linked to your characters now.
and will it automatically not let you go above your max? If you get
No, it
healed?
will let you go above your max.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I see. And it puts that little 2. Okay, cool.
Yep, and it'll track it on like a little health bar for you too.
All right, I think it's your turn there, Senor Lance.
Shoot a firebolt at the ladder.
We're like the
23.
Firebolt twins.
5 damage.
All right. She gets hit by this. It kind of stutters her back just a little bit as she smiles just a little bit more, almost as if she likes the pain as your firebolt hits her. A druidic monstrosity.
Well, is there a chance of pushing this altar over?
No. It's as if it's one piece. I didn't put this person on.
Oh, you didn't put your skelly on?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's on now.
In that case, I am going to go ahead and fire this crossbow at her directly. If I can figure out how to do it real quick. I thought I had a crossbow. Oh, short bow, sorry.
Tell me how you kill her.
Ah, well.
Nice.
I take aim at her eye and shoot it in through her left eye and into her brain, and she falls over, twitching.
She is on the ground. Yeah, dead. Nice. Farvra.
I'm gonna move up and investigate her body.
Well, you still have an enemy
Oh, my fault then. I will
here,
fire.
and also as the cleric, you also have a druid that's very injured.
Okay, well, let me heal that. Let me do healing word.
You could. Do you have a cantrip to heal or no? Do you have? No.
I don't know.
Is healing word not a cantrip?
Now, Healing Word is a first level spell, but it's a bonus action, but not an action.
Oh, okay. I knew it was smaller than Cure Wounds.
All right. What word do you say, Duff?
Yeet.
Yeet. At the word of yeet, Kitlivingstone, you find yourself returning to full health.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that was a bonus action, so you can actually do something else.
Okay. I will
Move
fire
if you-
my I'll fire my crossbow at this
Skelly?
figure over- Yeah.
All right. You fired your crossbow, but the bolt goes wide, sir.
Dadgummit.
I
Xavier.
shall move up
Next time.
and swing. All right.
Nice. And you strike it true. You strike it right where there would have been flesh, and it feels like it hurt him. It's a good go at it. It's actually going to be his turn. I've moved the order out. So he's going to actually. He actually has a short sword with him, with which he is going to be swinging at Xavier. Does an 18 hit you, sir?
Yes.
Good, because it was a 22. So he swings his sword and hits you for 5 damage. Durden, it's your turn now, buddy. Oh.
Are you hungry? Is that your stomach?
Oh. Roll me a 20-sided die, big guy.
Oh, please.
Roll
Feed
me
him.
damage, sir.
Did 1 damage.
Oh, you did do 1 damage. You're right. You did 1 damage to the back of Xavier's head.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
So you cast Firebolt, bro, like
It's like
bowling ball size firebolt. And you let it fly. The second you let it fly, you knew it not to be true. And you tried to pull it back. You sucked most of the power back away from it. And that golf ball sized piece struck Xavier there in the cranium.
My bad.
It looks
homie.
like Xavier now has a little bit of alopecia back in the back of his head, where the golf ball size.
I'm just
Fireball.
picturing one of the monks with the balls.
Yeah, not so much.
Tonsure. Yeah.
Little golf
actually
ball
it would
size
hit
ale-
the back of the hood of my cloak.
Yeah.
So
it
I
burned,
have to.
it burned behind it just because that's funnier. No, I'm kidding. It hit the coat. You're good.
I'd have to pad it out.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure everybody could see. Get a little ball of light up there.
So she's gonna shoot her short bow. She is going to hit. And Shan, you guys can now see an arrow sticking out of the chest of this skeleton who's still fighting you. Kadok.
Wait, did the skeleton fall?
No, he's still up.
I'm still
Okay.
engaged with it.
And then we are going to do a little bit of damage to that, hopefully. Let's see, I'm a little further away.
I think when Josh switched to my token, it took me out of the turn order.
Oh, you didn't go, did you, buddy?
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
was
might
thinking I was
have.
a little out of order there.
Yeah, your token was broken.
All right. Do you remember what you? Let's see. Where did you roll? Do you remember?
I can look at it.
Oh, you're 12.5.
We took 12.
So you would have went. All right, 12.5. You go ahead and take your turn because it would be your turn now.
Yeah, so I'm going to firebolt him. 5 damage, 24 to hit.
Yeah, tell me how you killed the skeleton.
Would have aimed the fireball into the eye socket, and it would have exploded out the back.
Oh, you hit an enemy with the firebolt.
That's how that works.
That works.
Man, you hit this. You hit this so true. All that's left is bone dust as the skeleton disappears. All of you see on the ground next to the dead skeleton, perfectly in the middle of this chaos, in the middle of all these things happening, you see a robin egg, a small robin egg. You look at this egg, and you don't know yet what it means, but it fills your heart good, as if it must be an omen of good things to come.
Breakfast.
Over easy.
Scrambled with cheese.
So you guys are looking a little closer at this this site now that the chaos and the craziness is kind of died down, and you see that the cult of the dragon was preparing 5 miniature painted statues depicting a red, black, white, green, and blue. Yes, second breakfasts. Dragon for shipment to Baldur's Gate. Each statue weighs about 5 pounds. So the statues, they're about this tall. And again, that's 5 miniature painted statues depicting a red, black, white, green, and blue dragon.
Now, are the statues just stone painted?
Yes. Somebody give me a you know what? Give me a history check.
Gotcha.
Duff, you forgot that they were even stone.
Okay.
You rolled a nat 1. Rolled a natural 1. Durden, you know what that is. Kadok, you don't. Durden, you know that this is a statue and an altar that was being built and made for Tiamat.
Bad things here, guys.
For those of you that don't know who Tiamat is, I will gladly.
Now tell me about it, boy.
I will gladly show you who Tiamat is.
Mummy Returns.
Chad, different color.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a 5-headed dragon with each of the colors of the statues.
Yeah.
Name's Fluffy.
Y'all have fun storming the castle. I love it.
I love the fact that picture has a red dragon down below her, and it's like teeny.
Yes.
That's actually the 5-headed's PP.
You would know. You would know that Tiamat is in one of the 9 levels of hell.
Convey this information.
Lowest.
Educate you guys. They're trying to do some really bad stuff here.
I want to ride it.
I said earlier, this cult was probably a little worse than what they expected it to be. Now, it's a lot worse than what they expected it to be.
See, they're trying to summon a 5-headed monster.
I'm going to go over and gather a little bit of bone dust real quick.
Okay.
Gonna search the body on the altar and see what's.
The body on the altar is completely just disclosed, completely stripped of nothing.
I want to search the body of the first entity that we killed.
The big lady there, the necromite.
Yes, the big lady
of,
here.
of Merkel.
Steve Urkel, Merkel, yeah.
Merkel.
Merkel.
So she has that skull flail. It does 1d8 bludgeoning damage. It's a flail in the shape of a skull. And then that's all that she has on her.
Well, I'm gonna take her weapon.
All right.
What is it again?
Just a flail. The skull part is
Flavor.
one flavor.
It's a Michael Kors version.
So she says, Rhea says, we must keep going. We can't sit on our laurels here. As you guys come into here, you see a dragon claw standing motionless in the center of the path. You see that the dragon claw is standing straight up, and it has been impaled by a spear from the back of the head through the mouth, and it is standing there with the cultist covering the spear shaft. If you look at his right hand, you see that he's got a ring, and the ring with the insignia of Tiamat on his right hand. A check of the ring would find that it is pure silver, and a black market price for that ring, according to the module here, is 15 gold pieces.
Feel like we should take that ring.
You should keep it as evidence.
Yeah, I feel like nobody should put it on though until we check it
What
out.
if you put it in your pouch that you took earlier? Save it.
All right, well, I'll take the pouch with the 4 gold. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 4 gold and 1 copper. Empty it. Here, put the ring in there.
Okay, it's in there. Clink.
All right, okay. All right. Anyone care about the 4 gold, or should I just pocket it?
You can pocket it.
All right.
All right, and she runs right past this guy. As she does, she kicks the spear out from under him, making his body fall to the ground. As she comes up here.
I'm gonna reach out and grab that spear.
So I figured somebody would. As you get into this area, you see that there's a large stone altar atop a small hill, surrounded by 3-foot deep water. The water is going to be difficult terrain for small and medium-sized creatures.
I'll stay
There are
here.
2 night blades, which are these guys, right here. And here. So there's 2 of these guys.
He's cute.
Interrogating a paralyzed dragon wing.
Like Skeletor's less
Right here.
attractive brother.
On a date. I mean, he has a flower and everything.
And that's the dragon wing.
And
Well,
he's
obviously that's
shapeshifting.
from the cult. Yeah.
He's paralyzed. So they're sitting there interrogating this one paralyzed dragon wing. Placed on top of the altar. Yeah, that's where I thought they were. I read the wrong text first. Golly, guys, I got to get this together and give you the experience you deserve. Placed atop the altar is a paralyzed male dragon wing. The male human Nightblade of Baal is interrogating the Dragon Wing, asking for more information on the cult of the Dragon's treasure throughout the region. The Nightblade paralyzed the Dragon Wing, you could see, by stabbing him in the spinal cord with a dagger. The Dragon Wing is begging for his life, and he is shouting for help right now.
Does that look like something we want to be helping?
Well, they're going to come for
The
us.
second that you get close, this guy slits his throat.
That solves part of the discussion.
And you watch as he dies.
So the dragon wing slashes the throat of the other guy?
No, the dragon wing dies.
Okay.
Just like the
Now,
Okay.
he's not dead yet, but appears to be dying.
I just saw him bleed out.
Yeah, he didn't quite bleed out.
It was Kill Bill style.
Somebody give me an arcane or a give me a history check. So anybody,
Gotcha.
so you know who you're dealing with.
Can I do religion?
There you go. Stony, Druden, Duff. You guys all know that characters that the person that these guys worship is Baal, the god of murder. It's conceived many an offspring in hopes that they would resurrect him after his demise in a time of troubles. One or more Baal spawn is the surviving will collect more of Baal's divine power. So the more of these guys that die, the more powerful each one gets. And that's something that you guys know.
Do they look like they're going to engage with us?
Oh yeah, they're happy to see you. Let's go ahead and get that initiative thing cracking again.
What is initiative?
Why are these not gone? There we go.
Because I didn't clear it for you that time.
Because you didn't do my job for me.
Finally got a decent initiative.
Hi, son. Whoops, move that one too high.
There's a button. It's in the gear, numerically descending.
Oh my
It
gosh.
auto sorts it.
Perfect. All right. Stony Tark.
I'm just gonna aim at the one to the left and hit him with the fireball.
Give it a go.
$11 for 1 damage. If it hits.
No, you did not hit him.
Probably hit the dragon and
Yeah,
started
no, it goes a little short. That's all. You just didn't have enough to get there. Xavier.
All right. I whisper to the cleric, if you can do a heal later, that'd be great. And then I will move forward. Do I have enough to go over the stones?
So you're a medium character, so it's half.
Oh, even with the stones?
Oh, you're not a
like,
medium. You're not a medium character, are you?
We
am.
should all be small or medium.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, I think I am.
I think furbolgs may technically be large.
No, it says classified as medium.
Yeah.
I recently read that. I
Okay,
thought it was
yeah.
going to be large when I saw the height.
So it's got the rocks there.
Yeah.
I think that's just so it doesn't look like a pool.
Oh,
But
okay.
it says that that's what it said there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not trying to,
No.
All right,
You don't
so-
want it to be a lazy river, and it's
Yeah.
just.
All right, so I have no choice. I got to go forward. So what kind of roll? Does it just have my movement?
Yes.
Just put me where as far as I can go.
Well, your movement's 30, right?
Yeah.
You were here, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. You can get there.
All right. Well,
You
then
can-
I'll go there.
Yeah.
All right. And I shall swing then.
Do it.
We're making things happen. Hopefully.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yes.
Oh, look at you. You charge over that water, screaming, knowing that this is Baal, knowing that he is in one of the 9 levels of hell, or supposed to be, knowing that he is evil, and you start screaming, "For glory!" as you come across the water, as if you walked on it and came down with your battle axe.
All right.
Right between the head, all the way down right to the sternum, as
Wow.
his body went and then stayed up like a Y.
Blow it over.
And he
Disrespect.
falls.
Does any of it spray on me so that I
Oh, you
can
get-
like
yeah.
look at the other guy as it like parts?
It comes through and
Give the
hits
effects.
and sprays out and
All
streams
right.
across your face.
All right.
As oh my gosh, the
He's got the gabagoo all over him.
there is one piece of brain matter on your ear, like an earring,
There you go.
hanging down.
That's how I'm going to start collecting things.
Brain matter. All right, Durden.
That's my job.
I love the blood.
Yeah.
Let's do a mind
naked
sliver
choke.
at that guy.
This guy, we're gonna go ahead and show him dead.
DC of 13 for 1 whole damage.
I see that. Yeah,
It hit his foot.
but I still take half, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let him take a damage here. And you know how when you go to 7-Eleven, not sponsored, when you go to 7-Eleven and you get a slushie and you drink it too fast, you get brain freeze. That's what happened to him.
The mental equivalent of stubbing your toe.
Yeah, you gave him the mental equivalent of brain freeze, but for 1 damage.
You hit his weenus.
Kadok.
Let's see. We got water in between us. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You know what? I think we need to even these odds. Let's destroy some water.
Nice.
And
What are you gonna do with it?
You know, that's a good question. I think I'm going
Now,
to.
you can only destroy up to 10 gallons of water, is what it says, right?
Hold on. Let's see. I have something
Yeah.
else I might go to use.
So, hey, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Whoa, 35 months in a row of subscribing. Jeremy, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Jeremy, I need you to redeem channel points. Let's do something to some of these characters here. Look at the new D&D ones.
I'm going to envelop one of these with water using shape water.
All right.
Maybe that'll be better. Just causing it to bind to him all over his entire body.
All right. So you cover this person in water
Like as an extra skin.
in about a 5-foot cube area. So I would expect that you say the full body, but I expect you're hitting his midsection up to his head, kind of leaving his legs kind of free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. He has no idea why that's happening, or what's going on, and he is only armed with a blade or a dagger that you see. He moves over here, and he swings his lowly dagger at the person closest to him. Now, does a
No.
17 hit you?
No.
All right. Farvra Bookerton.
Well, I will move back a little bit since his legs are still showing. I'm going to fire my light crossbow in one of his legs, hoping to take them out, rendering him
Okay,
immobile.
brother. Nice. You hit him.
So it hits him. It goes through his right above his kneecap, dropping him down on one knee as if he was T-bowing.
What? Why didn't it roll damage?
I don't know. It should have.
It is 1d8 plus 2.
Click the word light crossbow, and it'll roll
Okay.
damage.
There you go.
There you go. Nice. You hit him for 5 damage. Yeah, he definitely feels that. He definitely kind of bends over a little bit. Not quite falling. Not quite falling all the way down. Josh, is that the true damage there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the true damage.
If you click
Right.
the word light crossbow in the chat, after you roll a damage, it'll roll damage.
Oh, so I could do that. Perfect. If he didn't. Perfect. All right, so you did 8. Yeah. So he does fall even further forward. And he is almost in a quite Tebow based stance. Stony.
Now I'm just gonna hit him with fireball.
Finish him.
14.
And
for
you
17.
do.
Nice.
As he is falling to his knee, completely impaled by water somehow, or covered with water, your firebolt still reaches him. As the firebolt steams the water, bringing the water around him to a boil, you watch as his skin boils, melts off into a skeleton, and he falls to the ground. What we would say, DRT. Dead right there.
Dead right there.
Nice.
It was my
The,
leg piercing.
This guy, you can still hear him breathing.
You want to
We're all
talk to
level
him?
1, Jeremy, and we are playing the Descent into Avernus. So he is still breathing.
You want us to talk to him?
I don't care what you do.
No, I'm talking to the party right now.
So
She
can
runs
he
over
talk
to him.
Can he talk to us in his current state, or
No.
should I heal him some so that we can have a more?
Wait,
She
save
says,
it.
Paladin, lay on hands 1 hit point of this fiend.
Guess what I do? I'm going to 1 hit point, touch the neck.
Yeah. And you see her start to interrogate him. You don't like how she's interrogating him. He tells you, please don't kill me. The town of Rezimir, there's a high-ranking worm speaker, W-R-Y-M, worm. There's a town, Rezimir, a high-ranking worm speaker in the Cult of the Dragon. He is in Baldur's Gate right now, and he is planning a raid on a public bathhouse. He describes the bathhouse as having a walled garden and frolicking nymphs carved into its front gate. After he reveals this information, he says, now, please release me so I can start a new life. I want no more of this.
Do we trust?
He swears
him?
to you, I am done with this nonsense. I just want to go be a farmer.
Insight.
Roll it.
Yeah, insight.
I was about to say, as a flaming fist, we can take him into custody. So I think we should take him back for justice.
You could do that too. You guys believe he's telling you the truth about everything that he has said to you. including the starting over. And he even hands you something that I saved.
Please be a calzone. Please be a calzone.
I had one of those 2 days ago for lunch.
Riz's stomach needed it. It was growling before he attacked.
He hands you
A letter.
this letter. Head to the bathhouse in Baldur's Gate to retrieve our queen's stolen treasure. The bathhouse is located in the northern portion of the lower city. It has a walled garden with frolicking nymphs carved into its front gate. If Duke Nanthumper thinks she can use our queen's treasure to buy the loyalty of the cult of the Dead Three, she is sorely mistaken. I'll be looking for you in Baldur's Gate when I arrive. Bring the treasure to me. Then, or something that I can't read.
Then or
will come
Ultius
for you.
Will come for you.
Then, yeah.
Worm Speaker Resmir. So she gives this to you. How do I move this into their journal so that they have this?
Is it a handout or is it just an item?
It is it's a thing. I have it saved in the in my library.
Can you drag it over top of our...
Add. Handout. Drag, if you have it as a file, drag and drop it as a file into the handout that I just made.
Where is that at?
See the
That
mysterious note at the top of the journal?
Okay, just drag it into that.
Yeah, click edit. Choose a Trump file and drop.
Edit. Awesome. Oh, I need to put it back to here. It won't let me drag it to it.
Do you have it saved on your computer?
I'm sure I do. I'll just choose, yeah.
I typed it roughly.
But I want to give you the letter.
Okay.
Now, while they're interrogating them, I'm going to search the two dead guys.
I'll move it in there for you guys later.
All right.
I don't want to. You're going to search the two dead guys?
There you go. It should be in your journal now.
Oh my gosh, you're so good at this.
Wow, nice.
Where's my journal?
All right, so.
Oh, it's above your name in the, okay.
So in the Dragon Wing, he gives you that letter. As long as you promise to free him, and as a sign of his promise to free him, and his pledge to go be a farmer, he gives you that letter. Now, you saying you're going to take him into custody?
I'm just throwing it out there.
If we take him into custody, we have to take him with us everywhere we're going.
No, your goal back here is to go back and report, right?
Well, is this the end of it, or have we investigated? We have to go farther.
You're not sure yet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, we basically have handcuffs. Essentially, has Finding Fist members.
So somebody searches this guy. He has a dagger. He has a rose of bow, which I just showed you, and he's got a regular potion of healing.
I'll take the potion of healing.
Each of them have that, a dagger and a potion of healing. Now, there's the bone animation.
I would like a potion if no one's troubled by that.
There seems to be more to go around.
Go ahead.
She says,
Go ahead.
yeah, I don't think that we need to fight the owlbear. You guys see the owlbear come across, like right here, and then he sees you guys, and he leaves. I just don't think that'll add to the story right now. So you saw him, and he left. You see that rose. Can somebody detect magic on it?
I detected magic earlier. I would assume it's still up. I'm still
It's not.
concentrating.
It's not. I'm just gonna.
It's been more than 10 minutes since we came down here.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. You guys have interrogated a guy and everything.
Yeah, I can cast it again though. It's ritual.
Yeah, the rose is infused with divination magic, and every time you bring it near the dead bow spawn, every time you bring it near the dead bow spawn, it glows reddish orange. And I'm sorry, who searched this person?
I did.
You also found a bone of animation. It's a regular human upper arm bone. While holding the bone, you can use an action to speak the command word and turn the bone into a skeleton. It reverts back to a bone form after 1 hour or when it drops to 0 hit points. The skeleton will be friendly to you and your companions for the duration. You roll initiative for it. It has its own turns. It obeys any verbal commands. If you don't use any commands, the skeleton defends itself for hostile creatures, but otherwise takes no action. Once the bone is used once, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
So I have that item.
You do. Here, I'm going to copy this for you.
Man, I should have picked that up instead of the bone dust.
Snooze, you lose.
I'm going to put this in here. You could just, it might be in the, so that's all your stuff for that. All right. So she goes, let's go. Kill him or let him live. Whatever you do right now, make the choice. She whistles and all of your horses come running to you. And she jumps on the back of hers. She says, we must report back.
I think I'm going to step up and just put it out of its misery.
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you just kill it really quick. Rhea, she's got the horse on auto run, and you guys are just, that's my horse. I don't have coconuts, so I can't make the horse noises.
Before we leave, I'm going to pick up both of those roses.
Yeah, and did we investigate the dragon?
He was the one that was talking to you. He gave you everything.
But I didn't know if he had anything else.
No, they'd already stripped him.
All right.
So she leads you guys back towards Elturel to report your findings to Ontorfroom. Grand. Oh, stand by. I need to do this. Back as you guys get closer at about 10 miles away on your way back. Duffswellington did. You hear the cries of horrified children and citizens as it fills the air. You hear the material plane split open, revealing the fiery depths of hell directly in front of you. The companion and Elturel are completely ripped into this hellish void. Massive flaming chains latch onto the city and drag it straight down into Avernus. The inferno is blinding. You have to turn your head, and the blast is so deafening that it stifles the pleading screams of those trapped in Elturel.
Suddenly,
You
I want to
look.
listen to some Slayer.
You look as you see a scorched rainbow scarf flutter helplessly in the wind
Aw.
as darkness falls upon the land.
Our friend.
In an instant, Elturel is no more Elturel, and it's 30,000 people. The married couple you met on the way, Grace, Lonky the donkey,
Rip.
have fallen. They are no more.
Could I have grabbed that scarf?
You can grab the scar.
Yeah.
Rhea sees several refugees. She says, now we must lead them to Baldur's Gate. Let's head towards Baldur's Gate. Upon arriving at Baldur's Gate, members of the... Oh, no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So you plead off, you ride off with Rhea towards Baldur Gate, taking one last glance behind you.
What do we see?
I'm about to show you. What you remembered seeing is this as you left. Come on. Why is it not? It's because I'm on Bing. You see, what you remember seeing is that you now see not as Tiamat either.
I know
The way now.
We're not screwed.
Why can't I? My computer's save as. Save.
The most suspenseful reveal ever.
I know.
I'm sorry, guys. I totally ruined this.
We get Rick
Dude,
rolled. I'm
it's
not
fine.
coming next Monday.
Well, watch it be like the same.
Yeah,
And this is not what you see.
No.
if you get rickrolled in this game, your head explodes, apparently.
The Rick roll of death.
That's typically what happens when I get rickrolled.
You've heard heads will roll. Well, heads will Rick roll.
Boom, doom, tsh.
Can I find this?
Like I deserve that.
I can't believe you rickrolled somebody.
You can drag and drop it directly from the little download bar at the bottom of Chrome if you're using Chrome.
It's not coming up though. Is the problem? All right. I'm gonna do it here. Just
Make it a new map.
There. I was on the wrong screen. That's why.
Memories are still loading.
Oi.
Oof.
That's what we see instead of the city.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what you see. Where once stood that city with its proud walls and grace, you now see the companion and the city separated, and it's pulled into hell.
It's pretty metal.
If you guys all have gained 1 level. You're now level 2. And we will.
If I can add, as I see this, my character goes to their knees in shock and says, I thought I was sent for something different.